first up it will be the auto stocks, and keep a tab on Tata Motors as it posted its total sales for the month of September, including the commercial vehicles and passenger vehicles, which came in a little over 50,000 units at 50,427 units, and that implies a contraction of 33% in terms of volume. So clearly discouraging numbers. And if you look at the domestic sales, that one came in at 45,998 units versus 75,700 units. So that is down by about 39%, and the maximum deceleration is coming on the part of medium heavy commercial vehicles, as well as deceleration coming in the light commercial vehicles. Also, the car sales declined by about 40% in the month of September, despite it being a seasonally strong month. Next one was Ashok Leyland, which posted a 32% decline in its total sales for the month of September, and that one came in at 7,232 units. So disappointment continues for both these auto stocks. Also, Hotel Leela venture will be in focus, where the finance committee of the board of directors have issued and allotted about 3.29 crore shares on a preferential basis at about 19 rupees and 72 rupees per share, which is a significant premium to the current market price. So that one aggregates to about 65 crores, which has been issued to the promoter group company, that is Rockfort Estate Developers. And also, apart from that, the F&O contracts for 3 securities will be available for trading today. So that will be Glenmark Pharma, GSK Consumer Healthcare and United Breweries. And the lot size for Glenmark Pharma will be 500. For GSK Consumer Healthcare will be 125 and United Breweries will be 250. And lastly, Glenmark Pharma, on a separate news, will also be in focus. Today's Economic Times has reported that the company has put its oral contraceptive division on the block, where it has variants of about 19 products in this sector, and the niche products have a market size of about $2.5 billion. So though the sum is not disclosed, it is already in talks with leading local as well as global drug makers. Well, Hindustan Unilever, Tata Communications and TVS Motor were the 3 stocks among others which were buzzing in trade. HUL slipped in trade as its parent Unilever cautioned the investors that the slowdown in emerging markets, including India, had accelerated in the July to September quarter, and the emerging markets had earlier been its bastion when the growth in developed markets had been flat. But as a result of this weakness, it had to sharply lower its growth guidance to the range of about 3 to 3.5% versus the earlier forecast of 6%, citing key reason as significant currency depreciation, apart from the weak discretionary spend sentiment that is clearly exerting pressure on the volume growth. So as a result of this, the stock ended as the top loser on the BSE FMCG index and was pulled down to the highest volumes that we've seen in the last 1 week. Next one was Tata Communications, which on the other side galloped more than 7%, as the company has entered exclusive discussions to sell its entire stake in Neotel, which is South Africa's second largest fixed telecom services provider, to Vodacom South Africa. And if the company manages to sell the entire 100% stake, then the deal value could be pegged at about $500 million, out of which Tata Communication owns 68.5% stake in Neotel. So on the back of this, the stock ended as the top gainer on BSE 200 index, propelled by the highest volume action that we've seen in the last 1 week. Lastly, TVS Motor, that one raised nearly 9%, maintaining its winning streak for the 4th day on the trot, as its sales for September came out at a stellar 16% gain to touch about 1.97 lakh units versus 1.7 lakh units year on year. The stock managed to outperform its auto peers and was the leading gainer on the BSE Midcap Index, driven by the highest volumes that we've seen in the last 5 months.